A very good morning to all of you friends. Today we are going to discuss about the two important questions of diffusion and osmosis that I have given you on 20th April. Okay, the first question was, when we take some Rio leaves and then boil them in water and then put some drops of hypertonic solutions to it, then what will happen? Okay, the answer is plasmolysis will not take place. If it were a living cell, it would have undergone plasmolysis. But because we are boiling the Rio leaves, okay, so the cell wall is dead, it becomes dead, and the semi-permeability property of the cell membrane also is lost. So the cell membrane cannot contract along with the protoplast and it will not shrink in one place. Okay, so the permeability, semi-permeability nature of the, you can say, cell membrane will be lost and plasmolysis will not occur. Okay, in this diagram I have already shown you that when a living cell is kept in hypertonic solution, then there is shrinkage of the protoplasm. Okay, but in case of Rio leaves, when we put them in boiling water, then the cell wall is broken. Okay, boiling water means the cell wall will break and then the cell membrane will also be scattered. Okay, so it will lose its permeability and plasmolysis will not take place. So please remember, plasmolysis does not take place in dead cells or tissues. Okay, so the answer will be, when we are putting the Rio leaves in boiling water and then we are adding some hypertonic solution to it, the cell becomes dead, the semi-permeability nature of the cell membrane is lost and plasmolysis will not occur. Okay, this is the answer for question number 1. And question number 2 was some examples of diffusion and some examples of osmosis in living organisms. Okay, diffusion is very easy. I told you, in case of diffusion, gases, they move in and out of the cell according to their concentration. Okay, so examples can be like diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide across the membranes, cell membrane in case of amoeba. Okay, also movement of carbon dioxide into the leaves through the stomata during photosynthesis. Or you can write diffusion of water molecules from the leaves into the atmosphere during transpiration. Okay, or movement of carbon dioxide from the lungs into the atmosphere during respiration, or movement of oxygen from the atmosphere into the lungs during respiration. Okay, that means just you have to follow the movement of the gases and the process. Okay, so there are many examples of diffusion. Please go through the book and write at least 2 of them. Now in case of osmosis, examples of osmosis. Now osmosis is actually related to the movement of water molecules. So example of osmosis will be when we put some dry resins in water, there is endoosmosis. Okay, then the absorption of, you can say, water molecules by root hairs in plants, that is another example of osmosis. Okay, third example, when we are working with detergents for a long time, then there is exosmosis, because our finger, skin of the finger, they shrink. So that is an example of exosmosis. So in this way, please think about various examples and write at least 2 examples of diffusion and osmosis. Thank you so much for watching this video.